This is the 1900th disclaimer clip that I put in here, but I'm like weird and twitchy and have weird speech in this first clip when I like introduce the vlog, so have fun watching. Hi. I'll probably put a disclaimer clip, but I wanted to show what a bad day for me is like. Right now, I'm having anxieties / adrenaline issues, and and this is where I can get like when I'm having a bad time. I don't like recording it because I get upset about it. So I'm gonna start talking about it, but I don't know. I might only read like 10 minutes today because I don't feel good. Welcome to the vlog. These pork rinds, these necks, salt and pepper, really good. Really good. Best ones I've had. They have seasoning. They have salt, pepper, I think garlic powder, onion powder. They're really good. I have a cup of tea. It's blackberry tea. I'll show you it tomorrow, but it's really good. It's like a new favorite. I really like it, but I won't talk to you. I'm not gonna talk to you again, probably tonight. But I'll see you tomorrow. It's always weird to look at myself when I'm like this. So I'm not looking at myself, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Howdy. It's currently, what is today? Tuesday. It's like 1:30. Today is just a late day. It's gonna be one of those days. I just finished marinating chicken for dinner. I'm making a new recipe that I'm quite excited for. Cutting up lemons, just to have. I showed you my coffee this morning, which was, I made coffee for the first time in this coffee pot that my sister got. It was amazing. It's like an espresso pot technically, and it was so unbelievably good. I don't want to ever go back to making coffee either way. Coming at you after the clip that I started off this vlog with. So after I have issues like that, I forgot where my phone was. After I have issues like that, I tend to get day afterwards where I just feel really weird. I feel really off. It's kind of like almost like a recovery day, because not only is it physically not fun to go through when I have neurological episodes like that, it's very mentally draining for me. It's a very hard thing to have to go to because I basically can't do anything. I can't function. I can't help myself, and it's a humiliating feeling. No matter how many times I've been going through it, I've been going through it for years now, and it's still a humiliating feeling. We're gonna try this tzatziki. Trying to make gyro bowls. It's good. It'll go good. Me and my father are low-ish carbs, so I'm making these low-carb gyro bowls, however you say it. If anything, I'll probably read later because normally I wouldn't read like kind of in the evening because that's when like my sister gets home and stuff like that. But she's out getting her hair done, so she's not gonna be home like until like tonight, like basically once I'm in bed. So yeah, that's all I got for right now. Hello, so it is now 10:30-ish. I didn't read more in The Silence Between Us, but I started Out of My Mind by Sharon M. Draper, and so far it's really, really good. I am like an hour and 30 minutes into it, so I read a decent amount. I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired and irritated and I want to scream. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't I look good with this mask on? I know, you don't have to tell me. Today was quite a eventful day. I don't think I talked about it yesterday. Also, my fan is on, but it's hot. I was supposed to get an injection today. I was supposed to get it in my neck. Everything was a go. I got there, and then I found out that my mom couldn't come in back with me to get it done. The reason I thought that she could was because since COVID, I've already gotten one injection, and she had come back with me for it, so I figured we'd be okay, and it wasn't. Let's just say I had to walk out. I almost cried in the middle of the doctor's office, and I definitely had a panic attack. It was very emotional for me because if it was any other part of my body, I wouldn't care. I would be able to do it by myself. My neck, head, or spine is one of my most sensitive, not one of, it is my most sensitive area of worry because it causes me the most issues. It is the thing that's most debilitating to me. It's what I'm most sensitive about. It's the thing that has quite literally made my life what it is now. I cried. I had a panic attack in the car. We're fine though. I just won't be getting one until COVID is not as intense. But I made it through it. Here I am to tell you the tale. Nothing disastrous happened. It's an elective thing. It's not like, you know, I'm gonna die without it. So that's where we're at. That's what happened. That's just part of the grind of being sick, disabled, chronically ill, mentally ill. I just feel like this is especially important to highlight as I vlog this month during this readathon. It's just one of the things that makes my life extremely difficult. I haven't read anything today. I probably will try to squeeze in a little bit tonight, but it was rough for me emotionally. But like, I'm okay. I'm recovered. That's surprising to me. Hi,
So I just thought I should do a voiceover for this clip. This is me having another neurological episode. You can kind of see me shaking my head and twitching, and you'll notice like some weird eye movements and just overall twitchy, and it's kind of hard to describe, but this is what a low-key, not very over-the-top episode looks like for me. It's kind of more subtle, and it involves a lot of like body jerks and stuff. This is one of those times where it feels worse than it actually looked on the outside, but you can kind of tell that I'm obviously off because I'm tapping a lot of repetitive movements and stuff like that. So yeah, I just thought it was important to show it and to show you what some of my life looks like.
Hi, it's now almost 5 o'clock. It is Friday. Today was just kind of a mess. As you saw from the clip earlier that I took, I kind of started to really feel like garbage. I was out earlier doing stuff, and I just started to feel really terrible. I didn't give you an update yesterday because I didn't read a single thing yesterday. I was able to film a video though. I filmed the Cozy Autumn book tag, which was fun to do. I did go to the library yesterday. I got books, which I will show you. This is my really cute library bag that I use exclusively from the library. My sister got me this bag. It's my favorite bag that I own. All of these book titles, but cat themed, so it's literally my two favorite things. So can we just talk for a second about how hard it is to read right now in the middle of a pandemic when you're poor? It's extremely hard because they are not doing any interlibrary loans. So basically, where I am, I can only get things at my home library, limiting what I can read, literally, because I don't have the money to go out and buy things, and I don't literally have the means right now or ability to even use free services that I normally use. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just my library or where I am, but New Jersey is still pretty strict on a lot of things, and a lot of places here are just strict, period, even if it's not legally required. Not complaining, because we love that for us, because it means that I don't have to be scared of going places because people are masked up. Put all of these on hold before I decided I was participating in the disability readathon. Which one is Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant, aka Shauna McGuire. I've heard wonderful things about this. I can get an audiobook of it, and this is a book I keep wanting to get to. Next one is The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. I really loved what I had read of this. It's just very in-depth reading. It's not easy reading. This might be a good book for this month, and that is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. This is a fantasy, but the main character, I believe, has cerebral palsy. My goodness, somebody literally commented on my last video about this. And I thought about this book when I was making my TBR, but like I didn't connect the dots. We'll put in a link of me saying their channel name. I'm so sorry. I remember your comment, and I remember thinking, thank you for the reminder, but I forget your comment. I'll put in a clip of me saying it.
Hi, I'm inserting a clip here of me saying that the person who mentioned A Curse So Dark and Lonely is booking forward to it. I believe her name is Madhu. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I tried watching your channel and finding a pronunciation, and I couldn't find one, so please correct me down below when I get it wrong. She leaves the most wonderful comments. I love her. She supports me so much, and I am just now getting my crap together, and I realized I wasn't subscribed to her. I am now. She's wonderful. I am so sorry. I'm here now though, and I'm here to tell you that you are the one who told me, reminded me, and stuff like that. So thank you. Anyway, on to the video.
Next one is The Wicked King. I'm not talking anymore. I've talked enough about attempting to read that book. The next one is The Starless Sea. Oh my goodness. I can make these work for this readathon. She's one of the main characters, and she's blind. And that is Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Rift Part 1 and 2. Toph is blind. That works, right? Right, that works. That totally works.
totally works. Hello, it is Saturday at about 2 o'clock. I just got back. I went and picked up clothes from a friend who was giving them away, and you know, I'm poor and need clothes. Luckily, all of them fit, so that's really, really good because I needed more clothes, and it's hard when you're poor and it's the middle of a pandemic and it's not safe to go to thrift stores. So yeah, also I just finished making pumpkin flavored espresso. It is good, but I put a little too much stevia in it. Tastes a little weird, but still good. I did end up reading a little bit last night. I read more of Out of My Mind by Sharon Draper. I gave her like 30 minutes. I am trying to read more today. Today is a very emotional day for me. I'm gonna start crying again, aren't I? October is the anniversary of my brain surgery. It's always a very emotional time for me. It was a pivotal moment in my life. It changed my life and made it what it is today, and made more challenges for me, and just really flipped everything on its head. And that today is always an emotional day for me. I think the most out of any of the others is today was pre-op day. Today was the day that I went up and I got all my pre-op testing. It was the day before I had surgery, and it was the last day that I lived that part of my life. Nothing was ever the same after that point. Quite literally stopped being that person that day. Nothing was the same, because so much of the rest of my surgeries and recovery and non-recovery and all that stuff, it felt very much like what I deal with and what I worry about on a regular basis. It doesn't feel as foreign, but that day will always stick out in my mind, because I had no idea how much my life would be different, how much it would change, how much more limited my life would get, and how much suffering I would continue to go through for years. I had no clue that I was opening up a box of pain and suffering and just a whole lot of unpleasant things. It's always emotional for me. You know, in the past year, despite not feeling better physically and not being able to do that, I've been able to make the best out of my life. I've been able to become the best version of me I've ever been. I've never been this good. I'm so proud of myself that despite all of the things this 4 years has put me through, I'm here. I've kept myself alive, even though for so long I didn't want to be anymore. For a long time. I felt no joy in any parts of my life. I was a shell of a person, and even though I still struggle, and I still have my days and my weeks, and sometimes it's longer than that, I still get back to a point of me that is content in life. I never thought I would get here, but I'd also
no idea 4 years ago that I would have to go through everything that I went through. My mind that day stopped being what it was. If you are watching this and you know anything about Chiari and decompression and CSF leaks and all that stuff, you may know that it has a track history of being complicated and being very messy. And there aren't a lot of success stories, but here I am, 4 years later. You know? Crazy. It's a hard thing to have to think back to, and I'll probably still get emotional today. I wanted to read a post that I had done 3 years ago. Anxiety doesn't show signs sometimes. It can come and go and nobody may ever know that it was there. It is scary, hard, weird. It is all consuming. It has been preventing me from doing normal, everyday things that used to be no big deal before. It's not 24/7 for me, but it's there every day. It's coming up on the 1 year anniversary of my surgeries. It's so hard because what I thought would be a memory is a constant reality for me. It hurts every time a photo, post, anything pops up. It's a reminder of things that happened that traumatized me. I wake up every day with a thought that maybe I'll look down and there's fluid on my pillow again. Maybe I'll jerk weird in my sleep and hurt myself. Maybe this is just like that first night home. Sleeping used to be a thing that came and went for me, and I didn't think much about it. Now I agonize over it every night. Every night I'm worried I won't get to sleep, get enough sleep, something will happen while I'm asleep. Every day and every night, anxiety is there. Always remember that just because someone doesn't openly talk about anxiety, depression, or other mental health things going on doesn't mean it's not actively there. How poetic of me. Have I already cried this week in a vlog? I feel like I have. I think I cried last week. So there you go. Oh my god. Hello. It is now Sunday at 2:30 at this point. Obviously, as you can tell, I don't feel good. I didn't sleep. Like, it's not that I didn't sleep at all last night, but I slept really poorly. I slept in late, and then I just have felt absolutely dreadful. So hi there. For some reason, it's gonna cut off weird, but my clip, like, I don't know if it corrupted. I don't really know what happened, but the whole clip of me talking about my review and how I felt about Out of My Mind doesn't work. I'm in like slow motion. I have no audio on it. I don't know what happened, but I'm irritated because now I have to talk about it and I'm tired. So I finished Out of My Mind today by Sharon M. Draper. This book had the representation of having a main character with cerebral palsy, and it was phenomenal. 5 out of 5 stars. As I inserted of the clip of me earlier, I was hysterically sobbing. To say I sobbed is an understatement. This book was so phenomenal and touched on so many heartbreaking parts about having a physical disability and being discriminated against, and people assuming that you intellectually are not there because the main character couldn't speak, and she didn't have the ability to, obviously, she was wheelchair bound, she didn't have the ability to really do anything physically, and she couldn't speak on top of it, but didn't mean that she still wasn't a genius. And it was just heartbreaking, her going into the things about how it's always going to affect her quality of life. There are going to be things that are always going to be scary for her and hard for her to do, and you know, the world looks at her in such a negative light, and it was so much heavier than I thought it would be. It really, I don't know, it really touched me personally, I guess. It just, the feeling of wanting to feel normal and like everybody else and just fit in. You know, I don't suffer from the same thing, obviously, but I could relate to that on some level. You know, I don't have any, like, I don't have any physical disabilities like that. I'm having to wear a neck brace for intermittently throughout my life. I can somewhat, on some level, understand those feelings. And it was, the thing I loved most about it was the ending.
honestly. I loved how realistic it was, which is now that the bullies all became nice and everybody was BFFs and everybody started treating her with respect and kindness that basic human beings are deserved, didn't really happen. Had a realistic ending, and I really loved it, and I really loved her, and I loved her voice. I loved everything about her, and showing her happiness, but also her sadness, and having to have the frustration of people treating her a certain way, and then her feeling bad because she doesn't want to make other people feel weird because she doesn't look normal. It just, so many things. It was unlike anything I've read. It was really unlike anything I've read, and I can't recommend it enough to literally anybody and everybody. I didn't think I would enjoy it at first. I know I was enjoying it, but I didn't think it would be like a new favorite book. And then the second half kicked in, and that's when the story took off, and it just was phenomenal. I loved it, absolutely loved it, and it was heartbreaking and touching and beautiful, and it felt so real, and that's part of why I hate so much of a lot of the things that went on, is that it felt like people would actually treat other human beings like that, just for the way that they look. I mean, duh, people treat people like crap every single day because of how they look, but it just really drove that point home, I guess. So I don't know what else I said in this clip because I literally don't even have that footage. Even though it was earlier today, I felt that terrible. Basically, I wanted to throw up all day and couldn't eat until like the next clip. So I don't know if I say anything else of any importance, but also that book did complete the challenge of reading a book you've been wanting to get to for a while, because I know Sylvia over at Wish Fulfillment read it, and that's when I added it to my Goodreads. So the motivation behind me wanting to read it. But on to the next clip. So, as I showed you in my last clip, I got McDonald's for dinner. I got really nauseous today. I felt really terrible. I just spent most of my day after I had that clip just like dying. Just really dying. I almost like gagged eating cereal earlier, and then somehow I could stomach McDonald's for dinner. I don't know. It doesn't really make any sense, but I enjoyed it. But I have nothing else to add to this vlog. I feel like you've really got a good look at my life this week. Really good look at my life. I just want to say again, I really appreciate all the support I've been getting after coming back. I was scared that when I came back, I would feel unimportant and unwanted, and just that my content just was not there. And everybody has literally been so nice and so kind, and it's just been really wonderful. And then like getting back to commenting on other people's videos, it's just like it's been really great. And I just want to thank whoever is watching this, even if you don't comment. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Bye.